What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad. Look at the sky.
Huh?
So they sent down a thingamabob that takes energy from the planet and sends it back?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
Well, there's probably one specific place that you shoot that reaches the reactor and gets a whole thing to blow up if Star Wars teaches you anything.
They're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion. Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
That glitchy Bethesda game.
Surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganath Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
So it looks like we're going on a bit of an investigation.
True power.
I imagine there would be something.
This isn't even my true power. Okay,
We asked
good
about it.
question.
Let's do what we can.
Let's do some
When that wedge dropped
investigating.
down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed.
Yeah, it's sending energy
As I
back.
recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and
Oh.
going in a separate direction.
Oh, he's talking about that. Oh, okay.
What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute.
The 4 elements, Noah.
Let's focus
I guess
on
there's
one
6
thing at a
elements in
time.
this universe, but when that thing dropped out of Lenicus, the sound, my oh my, I thought the mountains were collapsing. No, maybe these scenes aren't even worth turning off my camera for. It's gonna be small things like this, I guess. Oh, there's another thing, it seems like.
Dana's losing its mind right about now.
Yeah.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
Maybe
That
you
guy
took
that we
the
just
full
talked to
range
seemed
of
pretty
their emotions
phased.
back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenicus is planning, it's a
Yeah, sometimes the
fate that
panels
this
fade in,
race
sometimes they
is
just
the
appear.
beginning.
Weird.
Even now, they're stealing
Like,
away
that was a
Dana's
fade in.
astral energy
Swipe
as we
across,
speak.
but
Come on, we don't have much time.
strange. It's strange. Whoa, frame rate. Whoa, what the heck? Why is my computer being weird with this game today? Trying to find a way to out to the other realms? I can't say I've ever heard about anything. If we knew about anything like that, we wouldn't have had to hunker down in Thislam. Okay, well. But anyway, I guess I was talking about, like, I was about to say I was talking about, like, stuff going on in life here, and I was gonna keep on talking about that, but I really don't have the chance to talk about it right now, because we're constantly reading lines here, trying to get to the other realms without story about there isn't much you can, wait, I take that back. I remember one of the elders who recently started talking a little mentioned something. Apparently, back in the day, there used to be a way to get through Foreland Mountains, but not anymore. What could it have been? It's, I guess when we have, like, some more time to properly talk, I'll talk about other stuff going on, I suppose. I suppose. Hello, Twitch boy J Miggy. My computer's being weird today. I saw the username, but, like, no message, and then the message appeared, like, of the 2 emotes, like, a few seconds later. Weird. Maybe my computer's just being weird today or something. Maybe that's all that's going on. What is the... Oh, map action. But it wants me to go there, apparently, huh? So I guess it'd be faster from here, sort of? Anyway, how are you doing today? Zephyr, huh? Alright.
I think Hoodle senses something.
My Hoodle senses are tingling. There's an owl around somewhere. Wait, do I need... No, we rested up then. We're A-okay. Anyway, in terms of other stuff going on here, ever since that technology being weird happens, it happens, especially when you're dealing with freaking streaming video games. It seems like that can definitely be the case. Do I want that thing over there? Nah, it's not that big a deal. I thought I saw a thing to pick up over here. That wasn't that. My eyes are tricking me. My eyes are tricking me and being weird, and it's... Whoa. Everything is strange and yoink. Anyway, in terms of, like, new stuff around the channel, ever since Guzma freaking sent that package and we wound up opening that, like, a decent while back, freaking last week, one of the things that was in the package was a tin of Pokemon cards. And when I was, wait, this is a thing that, oh, I was about to say I probably couldn't pick up before, but I guess I can now. That means that my consumables are not full. But dang it. Can't open the menu properly outside of that, but I'm, like, almost broke. Well, not almost broke, but, like, the most broke that we've ever been in this playthrough so far. It makes me a little bit nervous. So anyway, recently with that, I did, like, I recorded an opening for that tin and whatnot. Being a Pokemon TCG YouTuber for a whole one video, I've just finished editing it. I only posted the video of opening that package in the first place earlier today. So yesterday now, it just past midnight. So I'll try to post that other one at some point. It was intramistic. So I have the tin here that's now empty. It was the first time I'd opened Pokemon cards since Gen 5. I did that a couple days ago, and it was actually kind of fun. It was actually pretty fun. I didn't have any clear plastic sleeves, and for whatever reason, I couldn't find them, like, out in shops and stuff, even though they seemed like something that'd be, like, really easy to get. So I put all the things of note into these freaking Pikachu sleeves that I picked up and stuff. So there was and I still just have them on the side of my desk. I haven't done anything with them yet, so, I need to freaking, like, I need to get this whole room organized, really.
Armored soldiers.
It's the purple men.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Okay, well, I guess we've got more of them here.
Lay down your arms and no one has to get hurt.
I don't know why these guys wouldn't just, you know, listen to Dohalim or something like that. Like that one dudo. I mean, we did have to beat up the other dudo before he started listening to us, but you are rude. You are very, very rude, Mr. Purple Dude. What if I just, like... Wow, I nearly wasted that entire thing. That was a little bit silly of me. I just spammed this a whole bunch. I need to not die. I very much need to not die. Anyway, I need to remember how to properly play this game once again. I was out of town this past weekend. It was a very nice autumn weekend. It was a very nice chill time out there and such. But out there, I can't exactly grind in this game because, like, I can only play this on my desktop here on my PC. I can't play it on my laptop. My laptop sucks. Even running, like, the coding software on my laptop for my software engineering class gets my laptop to the state where it sounds like it's achieving maximum velocity and getting ready to take off or something. And, nearly crashes and is a whole bunch of, like, this program is not responding when I'm just doing the basic stuff that I need to for my class. So, my laptop is not the best. So I haven't touched this game since last time. I haven't had the chance to, like, grind in it. But even if I did, we're not, like, in a position where we have, like, an area that we can do a lot of that. Like, I guess there's the area in front of the, in front of this area, but, you know, it would be better to have access to, like, the next area and, like, enemies that are closer to our level instead of, you know, access to the area that led up to the last boss we did and enemies that are gonna now be lower level than me for a while, you know? So it didn't even really make sense to, do a whole bunch of grind and stuff. So, maybe from here we'll, do some after. Come on. Come on, do the thing. Thank you. Jeez. My goodness, there's a loose hair. Get in my face. So yeah, that's been some stuff going on here. That's been some stuff and junk. Another cutscene.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. This firearm feels
All
like a
right.
part of
Well,
me now.
fast travel point added. Hey, a level up.
Double the firepower and plenty of
So
stuff.
where's the secret
What use
tunnel
is
going to
style when
lead?
it's life or death?
Because style's
Tell me,
cool.
Wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300
Why
years
is the
ago.
frame rate weird during some of these supports? But then just fine during, like,
We used to
gameplay.
have our own
A thing
sword
that
arts?
you would think would be, like, way
There's a
more
lot of
intensive
our
on my
history
computer.
lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler. only to end up turning my sword on the
One
ruling
ruler,
class altogether.
Captain Falcon, who said to show me
Pretty
your
ironic
moves.
when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then.
Alrighty, well, we'll go through the secret tunnel here shortly. Also, when it came to stuff in that package from Guzma, I still had, one of the things was this Mew plush that I still had on the side, so during those cutscenes I decided to put it here for now. I don't even think Guzma's in the stream right now, but knowing him, he'll probably watch it back later. That's a Mew sent from the Mad Lad. But yeah, have you seen the last Smash character reveal? Yeah, I even uploaded a video to YouTube on it the other day. That was yesterday, since after midnight, what it counts as 2 days ago. Yeah, there's already a video uploaded.
Something feels odd.
Secret tunnel?
Be on your guard.
Super secret tunnel? What have we here?
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
I mean, he might still be alive.
They
Maybe.
were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
I do love, like, the lighting and just, like, the general look of this world. Like, it almost looks like it's a really well-drawn painting, is what this world kind of makes me think of, you know? Okay. Interesting environment we have here. Yoink, I'll get these mushrooms. I'm probably not going to worry about fighting a lot of things right now. Never mind. Also, we have a different battle music now. I think it's the same theme, but like a more intense variant or something. Maybe I should turn down the sound effects even more. Like, we've turned it down in the battles a couple times already, but maybe it should be turned down even more. Because now with Arc 2, the battle theme is supposed to be different as well. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention during the story fights we've done up to this point. Maybe the story fights don't do that? I don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, though, I'm probably not going to take out, like, too many random enemies while on the way here. Because I can always potentially do, like, off-camera grinding before next time. Maybe. We shall see. After actually getting access to new areas like this. And stuff. Maybe. Who knows, Law?
Haven't you?
Notice what?
The weird frame rate during some of these supports? Not during this one, but during a lot of them.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegus as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know.
And
about
now the
Raiden's
frame rate's
power.
getting weird.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Del Faris. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Oh, there's definitely way more going on. Whatever it is. Definitely. So, what is going on with this game today? Whoa! What the? Oh! And then it just suddenly fixes just like that. And then we're fine again. What is going on with this game today? I'm so confused. Imagine if you could sneak through there. What? Hey, look, Ridley's. I don't know what's going on with Tales from Rise today. You've broken the laws. I was you edited. You're breaking my game as a result. Stop. You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Hope you're doing well today, Hawks. Do I really want to see what's at the end of this?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it. Chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
I didn't notice those guys were rushing. What's this? Yoink rep pig meat, apparently.
People were living here.
Oh, crap. I think I might be fighting Dudos from multiple rooms by accident now. But it should be fine, right? Maybe. Took a nap and just woke up doing great about me. I'm doing alright. He's slowly catching up on some things finally here and there, but still incredibly busy with a bunch of stuff going on, to say the least. The Dogi's been feeling sick lately, which isn't the best. Hope she starts feeling better soon. Like, she seems pretty relaxed right now, as you can see back there, but past couple days she's been feeling kind of sick. So hopefully that passes soon enough. Boopity bop. Starting today, I started watching that new freaking Netflix show that is apparently like a big thing going around right now called Squid Game. Spoilers, there's no squids. And I was like, what the hell? Where's the squids? But it's interesting so far. I'm about halfway through it. Sapphire One Piece, huh?
This might be.
Let's see here. Let's just see here. Okay, yeah, increase there.
Decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Yes, absolutely, especially considering we're kind of broke. We got pepper and pineapple gel. Sweet. Yoink. Hex breaker. All your hexes are belong to me. Well, we did wind up getting this super secret thing at the end of the tunnel after all. I've been doing some video editing here and there. I wound up editing the, whoa. Recently got, the freaking video uploaded of, opening Guzma's package. I've been editing the, video that I recorded of opening the freaking tin of Pokemon cards they sent. I had to do the freaking thingamabob for the Sora reveal. Make a video on that. I've had a whole bunch of freaking videos that I've been working on the side here. We got a new lure. The Squid Games, what even is that? It's like it's almost like, at first, at the very beginning, I thought like, oh, is this kind of like Hunger Games? And then it started playing out. I was like, okay, it's not quite like Hunger Games. And then as it went on, I was like, okay, it is kind of like Hunger Games. It's a Netflix show. It was made in Korea. It seems like the setting is Korea, so I assume it was made in Korea, especially considering there's an English dub. So I assume that that's the case. Can I get by here? No, I guess not. Basically, a whole bunch of freaking people who are really, really desperately need money and then are in crazy debt participate in these games that turn out to be life or death, and kind of develops into a Hunger Games like situation. Is kind of what it is. It's like, survive 6 games, you win money. Except they don't tell you at the very beginning that, you know, you can potentially die. People only realize afterwards that they can potentially die. And then they're like, what the hell? We want out of here. And one of the rules that they have in the game is like, oh, well, if the majority votes, you guys can just leave and go home from here. And they put it to a vote, and it was just barely in favor of leave, and everyone went home, and they were like, well, if you want back, freaking meet us at the same place and time that we kidnapped you before. And then freaking, it was like 94% or something of the people returned back anyway, saying that the hell that was their real life was worse than the hell that was going through those games. Those freaking death games and whatnot. And came back for a chance at a better life. It's interesting. I'm only halfway through. I don't know how the whole thing plays out. But there's like very much hints of like a bigger conspiracy going on here with everything that's happening. It's weird. It's kind of a freaky show, but it's been really interesting so far. So for what I've seen so far, I'd recommend.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
I noticed the volume seemed a little bit low in the volume mixer on OBS, so I just kind of casually, slowly doubled the volume in the volume mixer on the side there during that last cutscene.
I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Well then. Do we make our way towards the sky, Enos?
What happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
How the frame rate suddenly vanishes the moment I start speaking.
Said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Law, that is, but
Are you saying they're lying to us?
what is going on with like
No,
these
it's
party
not that I think
chats
they're
today?
lying, just there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
What the heck is going on? This weirdness only started like as of this stream. Frame rate, what the hell? Okay, now it's smooth again. It's mostly just during like the supports, the freaking party chats. It started as of this stream. We weren't really having this consistent of issues before this point. The only thing that changed is I freaking downloaded an update. What joke? I was talking about the frame rate. Oh, are you talking about the thing in the sky? Oh, yeah. Well, wasn't that also like a Thor Ragnarok thing as well, where it's like to escape Sakaar, you had to go through the freaking thingamabob. So that's what that made me think of, was that movie there. Anyway, just before I started the stream, I downloaded a 1 GB update for this game that was apparently queued up. I don't know if it was that update that just like broke our party chats or what the heck is going on here. Well, back through secret tunnels. I always turn off my cameras in case it like leads in with a cutscene. Always just being safe. When it comes to like some other stuff going on lately, there's a group project for my software engineering class, and I haven't actually met all my group members yet. Like, we've contacted one another online, and we made like a group Discord chat thing, which first of all, like, we started with like a Google Meet kind of thing, and I've never used Google Meet before, and I'm kind of unfamiliar with it, but I kind of much prefer using that over Discord. Why? Because when you have freaking Twitch connected to Discord like I do, and you know, every server that you're in is going to show your same profile doing the same stuff and all that freaking stuff. Anytime you're live streaming, it shows right next to your icon in Discord that you're live streaming. And I like to keep my personal life and stream life separate. So the fact that there's people in a group that I've never met before that are gonna be working with me that could potentially tune into this stream at literally any time, it makes me uncomfortable, I'm gonna be honest. Because, like, in person, when I meet people, like, I'll only tell them, like, that I stream if I, like, really get to know them. Or something like that. So it's happened, like, almost never, basically. I don't like the idea of people that I've never met before tuning in and seeing stuff here. And this is, like, how their only way that they form an opinion of me. Like, well, I'm fine with their forming an opinion of me by seeing me, like, energetic and, like, this and all that fun stuff. But, like, what if they tune in and it's, like, the middle of a cutscene when I have, like, my cameras off and there's nothing going on. And it's just like, oh my goodness, it's just this guy in my group that's just not even commentating his stream. And it's just watching, like, this freaking anime game that he's playing. Or something like that. Like, I don't... The prospect, it makes me uncomfortable. I'm just gonna yoink this. So there's that. But when it comes to this group project, we were supposed to actually meet our group properly for the first time during this week's lab. And so gosh dang it, I wanted to skedaddle on through here. I guess we'll defeat Ridley here again first. And when it came to that, we were doing the lab and getting through it bit by bit and yada yada. And in, like, the last hour of the lab, the TA was basically just like, all right, use this time to, like, meet your team and your assigned TA and, like, get to know one another and discuss things out. So I send a message on Discord. I needed to talk something out with one of the TAs about, like, a problem that I had with my code, and they helped me figure it out. So I only got to, like, you know, ask about my group a little bit after the time that we had to like, meet our group and such. So I go on to the server that we have for our group. This is the Discord server, and
I agree.
I noticed that, like, nobody has sent a message there yet today. So I figure, like, okay, they probably haven't met up yet or anything like that. And I sent a message there being like, hey, is there anybody else, like, here to meet up and such? I'm the guy on the side of the room with the black and white hat. And it's a group of 6, by the way. I hear from 2 saying they're not here today. There's a 3rd that I hear from only, like, way after the lab saying they weren't here today. And the other 2 I don't hear from at all. And still to this point, 2 days later, well, 2 days if you count after midnight, 1 day later if you don't count after midnight. So I guess 1 day later. 1 day later at the end of the day, I still haven't heard from them. And, I did find my assigned TA for the group to, like, talk to about dedicated group stuff. And, after I asked him about it, he was like, oh, you're in that group? Yeah, I actually just talked a little bit ago to, like, a couple members of your group. They actually left a little while ago. I was like, what? So maybe they're the 2 that that haven't responded in Discord there? Because the other 3 specifically told me they weren't there. And I don't know how those 2 were able to meet up then. Maybe they already knew each other in person or something like that? Or had, like, cell phone numbers? I don't know why they try to meet up with just each other specifically and not reach out to the group on Discord. It's a weird situation. So one of the things the TA was telling me was, like, the most important, was just, like, coordination in your group. Try to, like, get in contact with them and stuff. It's like, but I am in contact with them the best I can be with a freaking group Discord server where I'm literally directly pinging them. It's like, it's not my fault that they're not picking up. Do I want to go get the thing over here? So coordination so far has been, like, a massive issue. Like, we've had some minor assignments to turn in that have just been, like, you know, figuring out the basics of group stuff so far. And even that, we haven't been able to, like, complete the assignments on putting it in. Like, 2 hours before the time to submit, we're still in the server asking other group members to, like, start their thing. And not getting things through. So miscommunication within my group has already been, like, a really big issue. I hope it doesn't stay that way. And and what the TA was also telling me, I'm frozen right now. What the TA was also telling me was, like, when it comes to, like, this group project, don't worry too much about, like, you know, making your programs, like, the greatest thing ever. Just worry about the basic functionality. Because the main purpose of these assignments is to, like, get practice working in a group and team environment. And, like, getting things done with deadlines. So don't worry about, you know, making your program, like, the greatest thing ever. Just get the basic functions done, and that's good enough as long as you're coordinating and stuff like that. But coordination within my group right now
Well, look.
I'm really, really scared, quite frankly. So who has the thingamabob that we just got? Okay. Sara seems like. So I'm very worried right now. So that's how things have been going so far in my software engineering class. So there's that.